Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be reviewing the second Babysitter movie, the Babysitter Killer Killer Queen, or The Killer Queen, I believe it is called. Hold on, just give me 1 second here. Whoops, I was already on the right site. Okay, it's just called The Babysitter Killer Queen. So this movie was by far miles better than the first one, I would say. Um, just there's so many different movie references in this. They even talk about how the second Terminator, was better than the original Terminator. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the Terminator series to see if I agree with that or not, because it's been a while since I've actually seen any of the Terminator movies, except for the newer ones. So yeah, I'll have to go back and watch those just to see. But anyhow, there's Street Fighter references in this one. And at the very end of the movie, the book reappears from the first movie. Even though Cole burned it, it reappears. And they do like the little post-credit scene. And then it goes back to the new location they're in. And the book starts flipping open, which is actually, as the way I took it, was kind of like a reference to Ash versus Evil Dead, or The Evil Dead way back, or Evil Dead way back in the day. That version of the Evil Dead, because those movies are excellent. So maybe I'll do a review of those soon, because I need to go back and watch those for sure. But this movie was far better than the first one. Cole is 2 years older now in this film, but oh my god, he does not look like a kid anymore, that is for sure. So I guess now he would be 14, so I'm assuming in the first movie his bullies were older than him, if I'm understanding that correctly. And now it's 2 years later. He clearly has some psychological damage. He's in therapy at school. Nobody believes what happened to him, not even his parents, because when they went to search the house, there was nobody in there. B was gone. So now he gets invited to this party from his next door neighbor, the girl that was the same age as him in the first movie. What was her name? Hold on a second. Melanie. So Melanie from the first movie, he ends up kissing her in the first movie, and then in this movie he ends up kissing her again, because they play this game called 2 Minutes in Heaven, even though it's actually, everybody knows it has 7 Minutes in Heaven, but I guess they changed the name of it for this movie. Anyway, doesn't really matter. That's not relevant to the story. Anyhow, then Melanie mentions the book, and Cole says to her, I never told you anything about the book. And then all of a sudden the film took kind of a twist I wasn't even expecting, because I was expecting it to be based on the cover that B was going to be back, and the people from the first movie were going to be trying to kill him through some sort of resurrection, which I was right about the resurrection part, but the fact that Melanie was part of the cult, that she put her name in the book, threw me for a loop. But this movie was excellent. Right from the kills, I guess, because now it's almost like Cole's a hero in this one in a way. He's introduced to his new love interest, Phoebe. They end up obviously making him not innocent. That's all I'm going to say for this movie, not to ruin too much. But anyhow, so yeah, he ends up falling in love with a new girl after clearly Melanie betrays him, and he was starting to fall for her before that. So, but yeah, the old crew is resurrected with this new crew, Melanie and her friends. So basically, they're trying to finish the ritual with the new crew and the old crew, because the old crew has till sundown, or they have to go back to limbo, I believe, is what one of them said. So it's kind of like, I guess, purgatory in a way. That space between heaven and hell where you're just trapped and you have to complete some sort of task to get out, is the way I understand purgatory. And every time you die, I guess you just go back to the same spot you started out on. So I guess at the end, when the pages are flipping in the book, it kind of leaves for a sequel to this. So I don't know, like a third installment. So I don't know how long they're going to wait for that. Maybe we'll wait till Cole's an adult. Or maybe. See, I don't know how the. Let me know in the comments below how, like, because he's in middle school, I guess. So it was like middle school grades 8 to 12. Is that how that works? And then public schools, the grades 1 through 6 or 1 through 7, I guess it would be. It's weird. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works in the States. It's a little different than, yeah, Canada, because they have public school, middle school, and high school, and then college. Is that how that works? I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyhow, where was I? So yeah, maybe they'll wait till he's out of middle school, I guess, would be the next installment. So hopefully we get a film. We don't have to wait another 3 years, because that would be crazy. They can just kind of do a time jump within maybe 1 or 2. But who knows this year with COVID again, when they'll be able to start filming. And I don't know what other projects all those people have. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully we get a third installment, because that would be awesome. Because this movie was way better. Even the comedy aspect of it was great. The two dads, Cole's dad and Melanie's dad, getting together and just playing video games and smoking pot and just driving to get them. Melanie actually ends up killing her own father. Not really sure why, because her father seemed like a pretty cool dude, besides the part that he, I guess, grounded her for stealing the car. So, I mean, I can totally understand that part of it, I suppose. But then at the end of the movie, they drink the blood of what they think is the sacrificed and the innocent, but it turns out Cole isn't innocent, because now he's with Phoebe, and he's clearly done stuff with Phoebe that would make him no longer innocent. So they drink the blood, and then they all end up dying, except for B, who comes back, and we find out that B is actually Phoebe's guardian angel, and devised this whole plan for them to come out to this party, and then to the boat that they are on, when Melanie all of a sudden shows her true colors and sacrifices her friend, and then obviously Cole's stuck trying to escape again. And yeah, so B basically devised this whole plan, not knowing for sure that Cole would actually become an innocent, I guess is the best way to describe it. But he did, and then she ends up having to sacrifice herself anyway, because that's part of the deal that she made. So yeah, that was kind of a twist that I wasn't expecting, because I was expecting B to be the bad guy in this movie again, and Cole finally ending up killing her at the end of the movie and finishing the job. But I guess she ended up kind of being like the hero among hero above heroes, I guess is how I would tier that almost. It's really weird. Anyway, Cole's dad sees her just like get burnt into a pile of ashes, basically. So he finally decides that he's going to believe his son about what happened before from the previous film. He now knows that Cole was telling him the truth. I would give this movie a 10 out of 10. This movie just made me laugh. It definitely had, I think, a few more jump scares in it, even though the jump scares were comical in this one. More opposed to the first one, I guess. And this movie made a little bit more sense as opposed to the first one, where he like would act tough and then all of a sudden just be scared. Like this time he'd already kind of faced his fears, so he wasn't, I guess he was scared a little bit in the beginning again when all of them came back, but after that he was fine, and he was actually able to fight them off way better in the first one, because I guess he's a couple years older now, so it kind of makes sense. So anyway, I think that is all I have to say about this film. It is a Netflix film, so this is how I'm going to kind of do that concept, because I don't like to, just because Netflix is on my Xbox and when I do my other like DVD movies, I switch back over to PS3 so I can kind of like pause and write sort of thing. So it's a longer stretched out process. But that's all I have to say about this movie. I am going to start watching the animated version of The Grinch right now. So I don't know how many videos I'm going to upload for Monday, maybe 3. I'm definitely going to get back into the Batman series this weekend as well. Probably do a couple more of those. I just kind of want more variety, as I said in my previous video. So please like, share, and subscribe, and comment what your thoughts are. If you've seen the movie, if this made you want to see the movie more. I know there's some spoilers in my reviews, so any of you who have watched my previous reviews probably know that because I do more of an analysis type deal on most of my videos, but this is kind of a little different because it's Netflix. I'm probably going to do a couple more B-rated movies, so anybody who wants to see that, please let me know as well, because I downloaded this app called Tubi. I know I'm kind of rambling now, but I just want to get that out there to let you guys know there's going to be a little bit more variety on this channel from different streaming platforms, and I am going to try to get a gaming review out there of the new Call of Duty. I know it's been out for a little while now, but I want to get that out there anyway. So fingers crossed that I can get some better editing software sooner rather than later so I can get that out. And I know Cyberpunk comes out, is it tomorrow? Is today the 9th? Oh no, today. Cyberpunk comes out today, so I'm hoping to do a review of that soon. Maybe get some footage of that and pile it together and then figure out what I'm going to do from there. So anyway, that's all I have to say about this movie. And now that I've rambled on for an extra minute and a half now, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye for now.